Did you know that one of the great surprises about money and wealth is that it is not necessary to appear to be rich to really be rich? This can be somewhat confusing for some people, as we normally associate wealth with having luxuries. However, true wealth is not so obvious to the naked eye. It lies in living simply and without much flaunting. People who truly prosper in everyday life understand this. They know that it is important to appear modest. Appearing modest is not about going out on the street wearing old clothes or driving a bad car. It's just a simpler lifestyle where we live for ourselves, not to show off what we can buy for someone else. This is the same reason why poor people, when receiving prizes, big checks, lotteries or inheritances, usually lose everything they bought quickly, while the rich can go broke and build back up and recover everything they lost. Being rich is not having an expensive car, or a big house. Being rich is having the ability to create wealth. Let's talk about 6 reasons why it is important to appear to be poor. Reason 1. Pretending to be rich is the quickest way to become poor. One of the biggest deceptions is to think that appearing wealthy is the right way to be rich. In fact, it can be the quickest shortcut to poverty. No matter how much you earn, if you spend it all, you will end up with nothing. Even if your income is high, if you deplete it completely, you are one step away from finding yourself in dire straits. Imagine earning $50,000 a month, but spending every penny of that money on luxuries, and you're just one unforeseen event, such as a medical emergency or economic crisis, away from finding yourself in serious financial trouble. Often those who live a life of luxury are actually struggling to keep up appearances, racking up debt and living on the edge of the financial abyss. This is where the importance of looking simple comes into play. This approach is like a solid foundation for building your wealth over time. When you live humbly and build your wealth little by little, you will always be prepared to face life's ups and downs. In addition, by avoiding unnecessary spending on expensive material goods, you can direct your money toward sound investments and smart saving strategies, ensuring a stable financial future. The truth is that when you look poor, it's hard to become poor. By adopting a simpler lifestyle, you reduce your exposure to financial risk and create a solid foundation for building your personal wealth. Reason 2. Pretending to be wealthy overburdens you with liabilities. Another problem with trying to appear wealthy is that it usually leads you to accumulate liabilities, which is what takes money out of your pocket. When you choose to appear wealthy, these liabilities begin to weigh you down, making it difficult to accumulate wealth. Let's take a closer look. Suppose you want to convey the image that you have a lot of money, so you decide to buy expensive clothes with a credit card, finance a fancy car and buy a big house with a 30-year loan. All these items become liabilities that you need to manage. This means that a significant part of this money goes to pay these liabilities every time you receive an income. Now, imagine that something unexpected happens, such as losing your job. Covering these liabilities can become an arduous task. You even run the risk of losing your car and your house, since they are financed, and as long as you do not pay them in full, they are the property of the bank. On the other hand, by opting for an image of simplicity, and limiting your liabilities, you will have more resources to build solid assets. Therefore, while appearing wealthy may mean living overburdened with liabilities, adopting an image of simplicity enriches your life with assets, bringing you closer to financial freedom. Reason 3. Appearing to be rich makes you live in survival mode. As we mentioned earlier, appearing to be rich leads you to accumulate liabilities, but there is an even deeper aspect to this. When you are determined to convey the image of having a lot of money and spend all your resources on liabilities like a new car, which give you momentary happiness, and trapping you in a cycle of financial survival. This is not just a feeling, and is supported by scientific researchers, who call it the hedonic treadmill. It refers to people who seek pleasure without a future plan and who seek to fill themselves with things that don't really matter. Imagine you are at the gym and you run on a treadmill. No matter how fast you do it, you stay in the same place in relation to the room, and this is what is happening: you earn money, you buy goods, you pay for those goods, and when you realize it, you run out of money again, restarting the cycle. Well, the same thing happens with your happiness. No matter how much money you make or how many new things you buy, your real happiness tends to stay the same. Even if your income is high, if you follow this pattern of looking rich and spending your money on liabilities, you will end up in this vicious cycle of survival, always running after money to pay for your expenses. This is a dangerous trap, because you become a prisoner of your own appearances and a person who is not really happy. The problem with pretending to be rich is that it makes you see money only as a tool to survive instead of using it as a means to grow and prosper your wealth. On the contrary, by adopting an image of simplicity and limiting your liabilities, you can direct your money towards investments that generate returns and grow your wealth over time. In this way, you escape the cycle of financial survival and move forward on the path to financial independence. Reason 4. Pretending to be rich makes people see you differently. Stopwatch equals 800. Another negative aspect of appearing wealthy is that the way people see you may change. When you show your financial situation, people tend to treat you differently. Your friends and family may expect you to help them financially, fake companies may approach you, and people may want to take advantage of you in various ways. The ostentation of wealth can make you a target of interest and greed. It is critical to understand the importance of appearing simple, as it is preferable for people to not know how much money you have. Stopwatch equals 400. When you adopt a modest image, you are seen as an ordinary person, interactions are more authentic and no one is trying to take advantage of you. In addition, by keeping your financial situation more discreet, you protect your own security and privacy, avoid attracting unwanted attention, and reduce the risk of being targeted for crimes such as robbery or extortion. In the end, it is more advantageous to be recognized for who you are and your qualities than for your bank account. Reason 5. True wealth does not need to be demonstrated. Many people who try to appear wealthy and convince others of their financial condition are often mired in debt, financing their lifestyle with loans and racking up credit card debt. By exhibiting an image of wealth, they are actually trying to validate their image to others, often associating wealth with the possession of material goods, social status, and acceptance in the group. However, the truly wealthy do not feel the need to demonstrate wealth to others. When you are genuinely wealthy, you do not worry about demonstrating wealth to others, because true wealth goes beyond material goods, and status manifests itself in freedom, security, and a variety of choices in your life. Reason 6. Financial peace is simply better. When you walk past a large mansion, it is natural to think about what it would be like to live there. It is almost instinctive to want to acquire goods and look rich, because it is ingrained in our human nature. We are attracted to the glitz, the grandeur, the feeling of abundance, but you know what is even better? Having financial peace. So simplicity is essential, because even though owning extravagant items is attractive, having financial peace is much more valuable. When you have financial peace, you are not constantly worried about debt, or the pressure of maintaining a facade of wealth. Instead, you can enjoy peace of mind and freedom to make decisions that really matter to you and your family, and if anyone disagrees, it's because they've lost focus of what really matters in this life. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a like.